professional at the Bana Hills Golf Club here in Da Nang, Vietnam. I'm going to talk today about the differences between hitting an iron and a driver. Essentially the swing is the same. The basic swinging motion between an iron and a driver is the same, but there are a few subtle little differences. Firstly, with the setup. So we're going to have two videos on this topic. The first is talking about the setup, and the second, I'm going to give us a drill, an exercise that'll help us get a feel for that difference in the hitting zone. So with the setup, we need to make some adjustments in our setup that helps us to hit up on the ball a little bit with the driver. The average player needs to hit up on the ball by about 2 degrees versus hitting down on the ball for a 7-iron, for example, by about 2 degrees. We want to hit down on a 7-iron by approximately 2 degrees. So we need to make some adjustments in our setup that will help us to do that. Now, first of all, the posture and the distance from the ball, or the distance from the ball is going to change, but that's only because of the length of the club. We don't do anything different with our posture and the way that our arms hang down from our shoulders. You'll see here, I've got a 7-iron, I've got a driver, but my posture and my arm position are essentially the same. But when we look from this angle, we're going to notice some differences. For a 7-iron, I've got the ball in the center of my stance. The grip of the club's just pointing slightly to the left of my zipper. That allows me to keep my head centered over the ball coming into the impact zone. My head is over the ball and I'm hitting slightly down on the ball by about that 2 degrees. However, the driver, rather than having the ball in the center of the stance, we have the ball more opposite the front foot. Now what that does, it does two things. Firstly, by the time the club gets to that position opposite the front foot, it's on the way up a little bit compared to what we were doing with the 7-iron. That gives us that, or helps us give us that 2 degrees hitting up on the ball. But also you'll notice, because the ball's further forward in my stance, I'm tilting over a little bit more with my right side versus my left side. So essentially, the further I move that ball forwards, the more I have to tilt. So that gives us that natural away from the target spine tilt that we need to hit up on the ball. So from this position opposite the left heel, we're able to stay behind the ball more. So when I'm entering into the impact zone, my head is going to stay behind the ball, and that helps me to hit up on the ball. Okay, so those little adjustments to our setup is part one to being able to get that 2 degree hitting up on the ball. Next video we'll have a little exercise that'll give you a really good feel and a visual for how to do that.